So tell me about the types of people. I mean, not specific individuals, but sort of the types of people who you think are ready, willing, and able to make this kind of dramatic move. And again, I think it's important to remind people that this is not something that's new under the sun. That the notion of settling Israel and that re-energizing and rebuilding Jewish life and sovereignty is at the bedrock of Jewish history and tradition. But this is a new community. So who are those folks going to be, and who do you hope they'll be?
We have over 90 people that have households that have sent in forms, filled out detailed forms. The exciting thing about it is also that there really is diversity. There's age diversity. Some are singles, young couples. Some are families with kids of various ages, and some are empty nesters. It's really been a diversity of people, and also religious affiliation. There's been a diversity. I think it's people that are excited about the possibility of pioneering, the idea of being in Israel as part of a community, and not just being an individual in a big state of 7 million people, but being part of a community that is really going to have an impact on Israeli society.
You make me reflect a little bit on Jewish life in America, and I want to do it in a way that is loving but also critical, not so much of leadership, but of expectations. Very often, and I think this is probably true for other communities, not just the Jewish community, it seems to me that often people want to have their communal experience, their religious experience, their work life, their social life, many aspects of life that are somehow compartmentalized. Maybe there are those people who now are seeking to integrate all of those elements, and I'd have to imagine that's the kind of person who's going to be attracted to your vision, and who you'd like to have attract, because it sounds to me like all of those little boxes or compartments that we're used to living with in parts of Jewish life, sadly as well, will be integrated.
I think that's a very good point. I think what I've seen in Lakeview, and I'm not only at Anshe Shalom, it's an Orthodox synagogue, but even in Reform and Conservative, it's very, very interesting to see that we're all going through this experience, is that you're right, people do want to integrate their lives. They don't want to feel lorded over and told what to do, certainly not the younger generation, but they do want to feel a sense of that this is my community that I have built, and they're willing to open up these different realms of their lives and connect them to each other. So someone that they see in synagogue, they pray with, might be someone that they have lunch with then, and then it might be someone they make plans with Saturday night to go to see a film, and then during the week to maybe go to a class or something. People are willing, if they feel that it's their community and that they're sort of the motivators behind it, they're willing to, and they really want to connect all of this. And we've seen it in Lakeview, we've seen it by people, individuals and young students wanting to join synagogues. In the past, the theory was, people don't want to join anything. But we're seeing, and again, across all the synagogues, that people, if they feel it's their community, they have ownership of it, then they would love to join it. They're very eager and to take responsibility for different programs or different sectors of the community.
One particular challenge that I'd like you to reflect on, and stop me if I'm barking up a tree that isn't planted yet or something, but in the States, where Jews are such a minority, and where we live our lives kind of in the main outside of a strictly Jewish context. We have kind of the luxury of moving into our Jewish space and out of our Jewish space. And so that some of the issues that you talk about when it comes to diversity and pluralism are maybe less vexing than they are in Israel. The fascinating thing about Israel is that here is a Jewish space where, as a majority, we get to determine how our tradition, our values play in a modern society. But there is no luxury of moving out of that space, and so the negotiation can become rather contentious or fraught at times. Does that concern you in any way as you project it into the future of your community?
Well, I've always seen Judaism as something that can reach out and can be inclusive rather than exclusive. I've, for instance, seen all the controversies of parking on the Sabbath in Jerusalem as, look, Judaism and even the traditions of Judaism should be inclusive. Here are people that are driving into Jerusalem. We should be welcoming them. And true driving in the technical sense is prohibited traditionally in traditional Jewish law, but let's take it as an opportunity that they're coming in on the Sabbath to show them the beauty of the Sabbath and to give them a beautiful Jerusalem Jewish experience. So I've always seen that Judaism provides for opportunities for Jews to get together. And by the way, it also provides an opportunity for reaching out beyond, and I hope that the people that come to our community and build our community, the Jews that build our community, do have projects of coexistence with the Bedouins surrounding us in the Negev. I think Judaism teaches us a respect for the environment, for the other, for the minority, that will make us even more sensitive. We've seen it with Haiti, that it's just Israel that's been able to send a mission across the sea, across the ocean, and build the first hospital in Haiti. So I think that, it's, sometimes Judaism can be very seen as restrictive and exclusive, but I really think that it was meant to be inclusive and open and welcoming.
What's at stake for you in this endeavor?
That's a very tough question. My wife, Rachel, is the practical one in the family, and she definitely knows what's at stake for the children. They love their school, and this new school, this multi-denominational school that we founded in Chicago, or helped found, and we love our community. And career-wise, it's a wonderful job. I love what I'm doing. I have a lot of impact on Chicago and across the country, and there are rabbis that are telling me, who knows what's going to happen in Israel, and you're risking your career, really. But that's what leadership is. It's about taking these risks and doing them in a wise way, not in a foolhardy way. But I feel that Israel is a gift that God has given us, and we've been praying for it for so long. How could we have a gift of the state of Israel and say, you know what, my career is going great, I'm just not going to take the risk. I have to do it. We have to put in our time. It's not to deny the important work that's being done in Chicago, in the diaspora, but with this gift right there, and with any opportunity that I have to bring my family, and God willing, hundreds of other Americans there, how could I say no?
Asher, that's fantastic. Thank you so much, and b'hatzlacha.
Amen.
Amen. All the best of luck, and of course, as we know, it takes far more than luck to make this sort of project happen. It takes a lot of effort, and all the best. When we come back, we'll talk with artist Chana Zelig.